Buenas tardes. ¿Puedo hacer una pregunta?
Sí.
¿Para qué es la garita? ¿Qué es lo que cuida usted?
Estoy cuidando los dos baños.
Ah, muy bien. ¿Son baños públicos?
Sí.
Ah, muy bien. Es que me causó mucha gracia que estuvieran pasando las vacas aquí. Una pregunta, ¿cómo se llama ese río? Porque me imagino que es un río, ¿verdad?
Sí.
¿Cómo se llama? No es el río de los Gómez, ¿verdad?
No, es el río de 40.
40.
Estos no valen aquí. No, estos no valen aquí.
Gracias. When LA was a collection of mud brick huts, this town was already a flourishing Spanish foundation. Alexander Von Humboldt actually traveled this region and wrote about its marvels, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in the 1600s or 1700s. Speaking of California, it's actually indescribable. It's actually indescribable, the sensation one feels when one comes here. Leon is beautiful and has many wonderful virtues, but the truth of the matter is, for those of us whose families actually come from this part of Jalisco, Lagos de Moreno is a town with an indescribable enchantment. As I was saying before, this town was founded at a time when Los Angeles was still a collection of mud brick huts. It is, in many ways, actually more venerable and possessed of more gravitas than León itself. I'm going to be turning back here because I'm approaching a fairly suspicious looking crowd, so I don't want to end the video, so I'll just take another route to the downtown area. In general, Lagos de Moreno is much safer than León. As you can, well, I wish you could feel the coolness of the breeze, even on this very hot day. The easiness with which one can breathe here, the easiness with which one can breathe, the temperate climate, the sense that you're in a place which is really possessed of an unusual grace that it's hard to describe. You have to come here to understand. The founders of this settlement, I know very little about its history, but chose this particular area because of, as I may have mentioned before, it was crossroads between the center of the then viceroyalty of New Spain and the developing north, specifically Zacatecas. And this town was a extremely important villa, which was a sort of garrison town in the middle of that route. It's strange, you know. I was telling an uncle of mine who was actually from here that if my father were given a choice between Jerusalem and Lagos de Moreno in terms of which city he would consider perhaps more holy, I don't think he would doubt one minute and state that this is actually a holy city for him, because in reality, in many ways, it is a very holy city. Holiness is not just a matter of events which took place 2,000 years ago and were frozen in time. Holiness is a matter of the evolving human spirit and how it, specifically from the point of view of the Christian, how over the centuries new manifestations of grace and holiness take root in the human heart and flourish. And I was just enjoying the coolness of the breeze. How those new manners of holiness leave an imprint on the world. And this city, of course, was a very important center of Cristero activity during the Cristero Rebellion and everything that entailed. In fact, I do believe that the Bishop of Guadalajara at the time, Bishop Orozco, resided here for a while, and his residence is actually now, I believe, a museum. So, in that respect, this town and its surrounding regions have contributed a great amount to the evolution, preservation, and development of Christianity here in Latin America. And as such, there is a certain amount of grace and spiritual power which the area breathes. Notice the detail on that 40-stone pillar. Look at that. Magnificent. Magnificent. Simply magnificent. Let me get a better vantage point of this door and its frame. One other aspect of this town which I think bears mentioning is that it is very interesting as a case study in Mexican ethnography. This area, this part of Mexico, this part of Jalisco, in many ways is really a sort of reproduction of Spain here in the New World, because the ethnicities to be found here are exactly all of those found in medieval Spain, with the addition of the Chichimec element, which is the indigenous element. So the Chichimec is a beautiful church. Now, I should know what it's called, but I fail to remember. I'll ask him immediately, but very briefly, the Chichimec element is sort of the bedrock, as it were, and everything else is built upon it. As I was saying, and there's the Chichimec element as a bedrock, and everything else above that is essentially medieval Spain. You'll find people here. This is a city which was founded by people of Visigoth descent. You'll find people here who look Germanic. You'll find people here who look Celtic. You'll find people here who look Arabic. It's just an amazing ethnic mix. A really vast and rich stew of ethnic influences. All of them sort of flowing together. Excuse me. Flowing together very, very harmoniously, as they did in medieval Spain. My father, in his youth, came here every month to fulfill his duties as an adorer of the Eucharist. And I would like to, if I can, there seems to be a religious festival going on today. Forgive my ignorance, but today is March the 12th. It may have something to do with the fact that in many places here, the 12th is a special day because it is the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, December 12th. But my father, I believe this is the church. This is the principal church in the city where he came to adore the Blessed Sacrament every month, about 45 years ago. Oh, a procession. Let me ask. ¿De qué se trata la procesión, hijo? ¿Qué están celebrando? Una pregunta. ¿De qué se trata la procesión? ¿Qué festival religioso hay? Ah, es un difunto. Disculpen, no comprendo. Well, we happened upon a very interesting event. This is a traditional funeral. As I said, we happened on a very interesting event. I was actually thinking this is a religious procession, but there isn't any major feast as far as I'm concerned today, and I've just been told that this is a funeral procession. I do believe they're introducing forgive me, I just have a lot of conflicting thoughts right now because I'm listening to the song they're playing, and here's the municipal police. Sometimes when you're filming something like this from your Mexican-American point of view, you sort of feel a certain frustration because however much you would like to really enter these people's minds and understand them, there's always something that just isn't completely clear to you. But it seems that what they're doing is preparing a funeral mass. And this group you see here, the man with that wind instrument and the guitarist, are playing a traditional song which basically says, "The day I die, I'll take nothing with me." The day I die, I shall take nothing with me. So I guess it's basically saying I'll make the most of today. This is the popular, so to speak, part of the ceremony. And inside, I think we'll begin the official liturgy. Let's go inside the church and witness this. Here's the outer courtyard. Here's a statue of the Blessed Mother. I was saying something before that I wanted to complete a thought. Maybe when I review the video, I'll make an annotation, but Look at this beautiful quarry stone. It's an unusual hue that sort of verges on orange, and it's actually pink. Disculpa, señor, una pregunta. ¿Cómo se llama este templo?
Es la parroquia de la Asunción.
Es la parroquia de la Asunción. Entonces, esta es la parroquia de Lagos.
Sí, es el principal
Qué hermoso.
templo de aquí.
Sí, porque yo vengo de Los Ángeles. Cuando yo era, mi papá me dice que cuando era joven venía a adorar al Santísimo aquí a Lagos, pero no sé, confieso que no sé si es en la parroquia o el Calvario.
No, aquí es la parroquia. Ahorita está expuesto el Santísimo aquí a la vuelta en el templo que sigue. Es el santuario de Guadalupe.
¿Pero dónde es que se celebraba la vigilia de adoración mensual de la adoración?
La adoración nocturna.
Sí.
Aquí todavía, pero eso es en la noche.
Ah, muy bien, gracias.
Sí,
va a haber una misa fúnebre.
Sí.
Gracias, gracias. Let's keep quiet. This is beautiful. Let's remain silent and just witness as much as we can. This is the parish of Our Lady of the Assumption in Lagos de Moreno, Jalisco. Our Lady of the Assumption, the official parish of this town. There's a pipe up the loft. Please observe the ethnic variety of this town. Everything from the Caucasian-like to the Negroid to the Arab to it's an absolute astounding ethnic mix. Well, I think that intonation must be very familiar to you. Here's the man tolling the bell. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. That's the message of Lent. Or, in the words of another immortal Latin hymn, media vita mortis sumus, quemque limus auxilium nisi tu, Dominum Deum noster. In the midst of life we are in death. To whom shall we go for help, save thee, Lord our God? Here's the central square of Lagos de Moreno, and Bancomer. I do believe I'll check by this bank, take care of some business before they close. See you soon.